Welcome to Celeb Hype, where true stories rival the movies we love. Today's feature is the incomparable Robert Downey Jr., whose life story unfolds like a blockbuster script, filled with promise, peril, and an extraordinary second act. Gear up for an epic tale of a man who faced his darkest demons in the public eye and emerged a hero not just on screen, but in life. Robert Downey Jr.'s struggles with addiction began early in his life. He has openly discussed that his drug and alcohol use started at a very young age, partly due to the influence of his father, Robert Downey Sr., who was also an addict. Downey Jr. has mentioned in interviews that he was introduced to drugs by his father.
Didn't your father introduce you to drugs?
Yeah, I was probably 8, 9, 10. As I recall, I was like swinging in a hammock in East Haddam, Connecticut, and when Dad was lecturing at Colgate University, and there was some guy in the room, and he had a joint, and I just like put my hand out. And he came over and put it in my hand, and it was on.
In the luminous era of the 80s, a young Robert Downey Jr. made the world sit up and take notice. He charmed us in Weird Science, broke our hearts in Less Than Zero, and by '92, his tour de force as Chaplin notched him an Oscar nod. The stage was set for a legendary career. The brighter the spotlight, the darker the nights became. Addiction whispered, luring one of Hollywood's brightest new stars into an abyss that gaped wider with each passing year. The turn of the millennium saw Downey's star flicker and wane. A gifted artist, now more notorious for his incarcerations than his craft. The industry watched, fans held their breath, and the man who could charm the screen was in danger of becoming a memory, his once certain future hanging by a thread. Downey's addiction wasn't a private affair. He was arrested 6 times, primarily during the late 1990s and early 2000s, for various charges related to drugs and related offenses. Arrests became as synonymous with his name as his performances. In 1996, a traffic stop revealed a cache of drugs and an unloaded gun. He got arrested for the first time, and catapulting his personal battles onto the front pages. Shortly thereafter, he was arrested again for breaking into a neighbor's home while under the influence. In 1999, Downey's legal troubles led to time in prison, probation, and mandated recovery programs, which he violated, resulting in further legal action and imprisonment. He faces charges again for drugs possession in 2000 and for being under the influence in 2001. Downey's struggle with addiction and the law was well publicized, marking a challenging period in his life before his eventual recovery and resurgence as a leading actor in Hollywood. Yet, within this tumult, the indomitable spirit of Robert Downey Jr. flickered undimmed. His talent, undeniable even in smaller projects, hinted at the giant lying in wait. A chance meeting with Susan Levin in 2003 while working on the set of the supernatural thriller Gothica became the catalyst for a profound transformation. With Susan playing a significant role in helping him overcome his struggles with substance abuse, a staunch vow to stay clean, the love that would steer him back to the shores of redemption. Personal battles raged on, but so did his commitment to change. In 2008, the world braced for the arrival of Iron Man, unaware that they were witnessing the dawn of an era. Downey, now clean, didn't just inhabit the role of Tony Stark. He imbued it with his own story of resilience and redemption. The Marvel Cinematic Universe burgeoned, and at its heart was Downey, flawed, brilliant, and magnetic. Each subsequent appearance, from The Avengers to Endgame, wasn't just a reminder that the man had not lost his touch, but milestones on the road to recovery and his own comeback story. Iron Man was just the beginning. Downey's resurgence saw him explore a breadth of characters, each more compelling than the last. As Sherlock Holmes, he was electric. In The Judge, profoundly human. His roles became a canvas for his versatility, showcasing a talent that refused to be pigeonholed or dimmed by past struggles. He embodied redemption, a hero's journey that mirrored his own, and etched his name into the annals of cinematic legend. Off-screen, Downey's journey took on a different hue. His philanthropic efforts, environmental advocacy, and unwavering support for mental health initiatives spoke of a man keen on making a difference. Robert Downey Jr.'s legacy was no longer defined by his fall, but by his rise and the positive footprint he aimed to leave on the world. Robert Downey Jr.'s story is a testament to the power of second chances. A reminder that it's not how we fall, but how we rise that defines us.
I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy, in that order. I'd like to thank I'm a veterinarian, I meant wife, Susan Downey over there. She found me a snarling rescue pet, and you love me back to life. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
His life, once marred by addiction and defeat, now stands as a beacon of hope, resilience, and unparalleled success. As we close this chapter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from Hollywood. Until next time, keep your head high and your spirits even higher.